It really is about to be like that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Coffeebreath Show, live here at Bar Coffeebreath every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. My name is Daniel J. Collette. As always, I am here with a combination of individuals we've never had at the bar before.
Yeah, this is some weird energy we've brought tonight.
Yeah, the crew kind of rotated around a little bit for the night. We had some varying availabilities. So, what's up, Sakura? Thanks for joining us. It's been a while. Yes, it's always me, no matter what. I mean, would be tough to run the show without me. I don't think anybody else here knows how to use any of this shit.
Liz could do anything.
Liz knows how. I also literally know how to do all this stuff.
What do you like? Run streams for a living or something? Fucking cringe.
Liz Nation.
Liz Nation.
Sorry, yeah, I got excited.
This is now a Liz fan cast. Let's start off with our favorite Liz fan theory.
This is when we set up. It is like the climate change debates. Where one side's clearly right, but they just have to bring Dan in to like even it out.
Yeah, I'm like that one dude that like Fox News calls when they need like a leftist perspective, but it's always some dude who's like way like in a weird part of the center, and he like barely agrees with anything he's arguing.
You can just say 4chan, like you can just say that. That's just people know about that now. The hacker 4chan.
The hacker 4chan.
Anonymous.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for being here on another Sunday night at Bar Coffeebreath. As you can see, yes, regulars Liz and Myles are both out. Myles working on moving right now. Liz did a different kind of moving where she removed parts of her body. She had a surgery and she's recovering.
That's right. They cut her legs off.
Yeah. No more legless Liz is what we call her now.
We call her Stubby.
No.
I could have said
enough, man.
I could have said Peggy. All right,
I think Liz would be a really good pirate.
I think she would make a great pirate.
Would you see her as a captain or like?
I think she'd be
she would definitely. Liz would be on the poop deck.
She's fucking Squee from Peter Pan in real life already. Like
Liz has big poop deck energy. I feel like she lives on the poop deck. What is the poop deck? Can any shipheads out there? Any shippers?
Any nautical Nancys in the chat? Sound off.
Any pirate Pete's in the chat?
I knew this, and it's gone from me now.
Isn't it just the deck?
I think it must be the deck.
It's just.
Why do they call it the poop deck?
Why do they call it a wheel? I don't know.
Does anyone in the chat know why they call it poop deck?
Words exist for a reason.
But sometimes they don't.
No, there's no laws. On international waters.
That's
true.
So
legally,
I'm taking a shit anywhere. Any deck that I'm on is the fucking poop deck. If you know me, oh, the camera's kind of different today. Hold on. Damn, look how nice our close-ups are now.
I don't know if they know you.
If you know me, I'm making any deck the poop deck. You just give me say when and where, and that deck becomes a poop deck.
I'm going to poop in your room.
Why
please don't.
No, when you're out of town.
Okay, great.
So he'll have to clean it up in time, or else it'll be really embarrassing for him.
No, I'm gonna torture everyone with it. When Kuba shits in my room, I'm gonna just leave it there forever. I'm gonna learn how to live with it.
We should go back to talking about what Liz would do as a
let's
pirate.
This is a very non-Liz focused.
Adventuring on the high seas. I think she would have her two cats perched on each shoulder.
Yeah.
And then like whenever
they already do that.
They already do that.
I feel like in this new legless Liz scenario that we have created, her cats wouldn't like her because she lacks feet. And her cats are obsessed with feet.
Have we ever talked about this on the show?
about how
has this come up?
How Liz's cats have a foot fetish?
Have we had a cat foot episode on the show?
I don't think we've ever talked about this on stream, but Liz, 3-4 months ago, adopted a couple of cats, 2 little brothers, 2 siblings.
Kittens, if you will.
Yeah, they were newborn kittens.
It's
at the
like
time.
small cat.
So she raised them from the jump. Like they were like less than 2 weeks old when she got them. I want to say.
That's when she became a MILF.
Right, but the point is, they were with her for their entire formation of their brains, and now both of them are obsessed with feet. It's not just like a weird thing that one of them does. Both of these cats are fucking obsessed with feet.
It is actually very funny. Like, she had to teach them how to, like, shit. She had to teach them how to eat. And she must have taught them how to love feet.
Something she did along the way.
They burrowed into my shoes. Yeah. Like they were fucking digging in there.
They do that.
Every time I walk into her apartment now, I open the door, I take off my shoes. The first thing that happens is both the cats run up and they they start humping my legs because they're dogs. They do dog shit, like they hump my legs. And then as soon as I take off my shoes, they forget about my legs and they just start shoving their heads inside of my shoes. Just like wiggling around in there, like sniffing them. And then they'll start to fall asleep inside of the shoe like it's a pillow. And if you try to take it away from them, then they walk over to you and they start nibbling at your toes. Like these little cats are weird about it, let me tell you. So I'm just saying Liz is up to something over there, and she won't admit this, and maybe she'll hop in the chat later after this and not know that we had this conversation, but that's fine.
I will fill her in. I need her input on...
I think we have to make as much of this show as possible about Liz, so
I agree.
When she hops
there's so much to talk about.
Yeah. I think a really fun thing to do that would work great for Liz's brain is to do an entire episode about her while she's not watching. I think this is the perfect way to torture Liz, is to just do this right now and then tell her later, like, hey, we talked about you for the entire 90 minutes, and then she's going to freak the fuck out.
Well, we can only do it for an hour and then we'll leave.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we can, and it's, look, we started off the first, 10 minutes about miscellaneous other things, and...
Well, yeah, you gotta warm it up, like any good internet show.
I feel like you don't need to warm up for Liz.
Oh, no, I just meant the show in general. You gotta warm it up, warm up the audience, get these kids in the chat nice and hot. Speaking of the people in the chat, if you saw, you might have noticed, we did decide that this episode is going to be a hot takes night.
Oh.
It's been a few weeks since we've done this, 10 to be exact, because Kathy asked if we did it recently when I said we were going to do it, and I said, I don't think so, so I went back and checked. It was 10 weeks ago.
Well, actually...
It does seem like it was just yesterday.
Right?
Well, we do a lot of call-in shows, but they're not all specifically themed on the hot takes. That's one that I try to space out every now and then, let it build up for people. So if you haven't tuned into one of our hot take streams before, here's how it works. The phone lines are open all night on Discord. You can type !call in the chat for instructions on how to call in. You'll join the Discord. There's a waiting room there. Just hop in there, and when we're ready to bring you on, we'll drag you in, and then you give us your dumbest, worst, spiciest, whatever kind of hot take you want to give us. Any topic is fine. Can be about anything you want. Just don't be a fucking, racist or sexist or...
List other prejudices.
List all the prejudices.
What is the thing where
One more.
What's the thing where you're prejudiced against short people? What is that?
Height?
There has to be a different word for that.
That's definitely the word.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to believe that that's a word. I actually kind of doubt it. But anyway, yeah, don't say some head-ass shit.
Scary.
Do not say any head-ass things in the stream. If you do, we'll just kick you right away. But it's usually not a problem for us. So, hey, if you'd like to call it, hello clowns, are you roasting me? There she is right on time. Who gifted Liz a subscription? That's hilarious.
Liz, we miss you.
Not only did you say that at the same time, you said it in the same cadence and resonated with each other.
Broken.
That is actually wild.
Your presence is very missed. We were
Liz
talking
pulls us
about what would
together.
happen if you were a little pirate, and how your cats perch on your shoulders.
And have foot fetishes.
Yeah, we had a whole 10-minute quick little Liz podcast.
Really just tanked the viewer numbers on the foot fetish part.
Katie's here also thinking about Liz, keeping her in her
Theo
thoughts.
is back here. He's also thinking.
Yeah,
We're
Theo's
all
asleep
thinking about
behind
Liz.
Kathy, but he's here too.
As usual.
I didn't even see him there.
Oh yeah,
Sleeping back.
Kathy doesn't sit when she's on the show. She has to stand because
literally
just-
Theo needs to be asleep on the chair behind her. Or else he just fucking loses it.
You love sleeping behind people? It's really weird.
Yeah.
This is really weird.
There are weirder things
No.
that people are into. That
Yeah.
people are into?
Yeah, I don't know, cats who love huffing people's shoes and biting at their toes. I
Okay,
think that's pretty weird.
hot take. Foot fetishes aren't that weird, alright?
Well,
They're pretty common.
Oh, it's super
I
common.
think statistically it's the
It's
the
like the
most
most
common.
common.
I don't know what
Yeah.
exactly you're trying to argue with that. Does that make sense?
Here's the thing. I don't think they're unusual because they're very common.
Yeah.
When you say weird, it kind of makes my brain think like freaky, and I do think it's a little.
No, that's any fetish that you don't have that somebody else has, that's gonna be weird to you. Like that's just a normal thing.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like somebody's gonna be like, "Wow, I'm really like I have a fetish for that picture of Tony Soprano behind us." I would be like, you know what? I understand that you could be sexually attracted to that photo. I am not, and that's fucking weird.
There are for sure people into Tony Soprano with like the resurgence and popularity of that show. Every now and then, I see horny tweets for Tony Soprano.
I have
still.
a really big hot take about The Sopranos. The
I'd love
logo
to
looks
hear.
like one of the letters is actually like a gun, and that's kind of.
It's not a hot take. That's just an
I think
observation.
That's just a fact, yeah.
It's up to interpretation.
I don't think
could
it
just
is.
not
Is
see
it?
the gun.
Wait, I've never seen The Sopranos.
It's
logo.
ours are guns. It's not like
But, like,
ambiguous.
I think like if I'm telling you that, you're like, oh, is that true? I don't know. And then it's up to your interpretation when you actually.
I don't
look it
think
up.
that's an interpretation thing. I think it's a
No,
gun.
it literally has a trigger. Yeah.
Huh.
Like you
Yeah,
can. It's
I
look.
think it's
Not
a
only
hot
does it have a
take.
trigger, it has like
Why does
it has like sights on it,
Why
and
does he look like this?
James Gandolfini.
He does look weird. Huh?
Treat him with respect. He's one of the greatest actors of our lifetime.
Yeah,
He's a mob
I don't.
man.
I don't respect.
No,
any
he played a
actors.
mob man.
I mean, he's
I've never
probably
seen The
also a
Sopranos.
real life mob man.
He
Knowing how
does.
this dude works.
He does give off big mob, or I'm sorry, he did give off big mob energy. Unfortunately, he has since passed away because he weighed like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
The
Did
mob?
you know that?
Yes.
Did you guys know that? Well, now we're way off the rails, but I think this is really interesting. It came out recently that they were trying to cast Tony Soprano, or sorry, the actor James Gandolfini in. It was such a big TV show. I want to say The Office. I think he was supposed to be the replacement for what's his name, Steve Carell in The Office, or something like that. It was like one of those like network comedy shows, and he was about to get cast in it. And HBO apparently, like allegedly paid him $30 million to not take the role to
Why?
preserve his legacy.
That's nothing.
That's
That's what? That's
No,
nothing.
I can
That's nothing.
I
This
can-
came the
It's
rumor.
wrong.
It
It's
came
dumb.
from
It's not real.
one of the other Sopranos actors. Like that's where this rumor.
that
No. That's nothing.
I-
that can't be.
I've never wanted anything to be real more.
I'm
That
not
is
sure about. I'm
insane.
not 100% sure on the 30 million
How-
number. We'll
how
have to
would
look it up later. But it's
guessing
like in
on-
that ballpark.
How would guesting on one season
No.
tarnish the legacy of someone who's been on a show that already finished airing?
Because
Years ago, decades ago.
have you ever tried to watch like one of Steve Carell's serious roles?
I've
It
never
is
watched
actually.
it.
Yes.
I'm totally with them. I think it's an
I
insane
watched
thing to do.
Noah Almighty.
Is that a serious role?
Oh, you know Bruce
Noah-
Almighty? It was the sequel.
I
where
know. I've
Steve
seen that
Carell
movie. It
was-
sucks.
Yeah, my dad took me to see it because it was supposed to be Jewish, but it wasn't that Jewish, honestly.
It's not Jewish at all.
Well, Noah was in the Torah,
Yes.
which is Jewish.
I understand, but
So
Bruce,
was God.
Yeah.
But Bruce Almighty wasn't. a Jewish
Bruce
movie.
Almighty was not a Jewish movie.
Wait, was he Jewish in that though?
No.
Really?
He was Christian.
Or was he atheist?
What
Because he
is-
was
No.
blasphemous.
I don't know what this movie is.
Kathy's never seen.
I've
any
never
movies,
seen a
so
movie.
she's
Okay,
lost
so
here.
Steve.
They
I'm
made
sorry.
Jim Carrey God.
Morgan Freeman's God, and then
Oh.
Jim Carrey talks some shit,
Mhm.
and then he's like, "Well, you do it," and gives him God powers, and
Yeah.
so instead of instantly teleporting himself to work, he just moves all the
It's a
traffic
lot
aside.
like the Sonic movie, where Jim Carrey was also there.
That is true. It's very similar in that specific way.
While we wait for
3
some
mil is
viewers
nothing. Nobody
3
would.
mil is so
nobody would do
different than
anything
30.
with 3 mil.
Oh, in
How much
2008.
would he be paid for the role? I mean, if he was Michael Scott's replacement, I actually forgot who was.
I don't know if it was
going
going to be like a guest thing or
I know
like a long
Idris
term
Elba
thing.
was there.
If it
Idris
was-
also
Elba was there.
going to be in a Sonic film.
It was also
He was also in very serious
James Spader,
movies.
too.
yeah. James
So-
Spader did it.
Idris
Will
Elba
Ferrell.
Was like,
Will-
he had
Will
serious
Arnett,
roles,
right?
Yeah.
No, Will Ferrell did it.
Oh, wasn't Will Arnett also involved in
No,
that?
Will Arnett was in like
Hot
one
t-
episode of Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He was also in 30 Rock.
Yeah, the Twilight episode, right? of Parks and Rec?
No. He did like an ultrasound, or he like put Leslie Knope in an MRI and said that she was very, very fertile.
And
I'm thinking of Will Forte. There we go.
She had very good childbearing hips.
Yes.
And then he said she could have
Probably
triplets,
true.
and she did.
Wait, is this the one TV show you've seen, Kathy?
Mm-hmm.
I like Parks and Rec.
Okay, there we go.
Hot take, Parks and Rec was a much more enjoyable watch. It has much more consistently good episodes than The Office. Then why the fuck does everybody get mad whenever the hell I say that? Because The Office
you hang out with normal people.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
That's not true. If you look on Hinge, everybody's hot take is Parks and Rec was better than The Office.
You know what I think?
You just shouldn't look on Hinge.
That's fair.
I haven't been on Hinge in months, and when I was on Hinge,
it's much better
when I was on Hinge, everybody was like, "The Office is my favorite show," and I was losing my shit.
Now you've met your people. They're waiting for you.
All I had to do was take a break for a while.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think low key the funniest thing we ever did on the show was building a Hinge profile for Myles. And saying I could be the Jim to your Pam, yeah, like Liz said. And we took all 6 of the photos in the same spot on the other side of my living room with just him in different poses. I think that was legit one of the funniest things we ever did.
You absolutely should have done that, but the same poses, but it's a different T-shirt every time, but the same pants.
We definitely had to swap outfits.
He got a match on stream because of Theo. Because he abused my dog to get likes on Hinge and Tinder.
That's literally how.
Yeah, he was like we did one picture where Myles was holding Theo, and then we did a video where he was playing my guitar, but he doesn't know how to play the guitar. That was a great episode. Go back and watch that. It's on our YouTube, !YouTube.
Go watch it right now.
Right now.
No, wait, don't go watch
right
it right
this
now.
Second.
Because we're taking callers. The lines are open. Like I said, !call in the chat if you'd like to call.
Hot take, the lines are closed. Go watch the episode.
If you have a hot take about Myles' Tinder profile, please call it.
True. I would love it. Any hot tips?
Please call it.
Do you have any hot takes about Myles in particular while he's not here? That would be.
He has very good childbirthing hips. I feel like he could have
Myles
triplets.
is breedable. Let me tell you.
I didn't say breedable. All right, having wide hips has nothing to do with being breedable.
No, the stuff I've done with that kid, trust me, he is fertile. He is.
Table, no.
He is
fertile. Don't zoom up on me. How do I get here?
I
love that our Zoom-ins just always kind of have somebody else in them.
We'll give a new.
That's not true. Specifically, this seat, or no, it's one of these.
No.
Yeah, it's the Myles cam.
That one's just kind of off. Let me just fix it. There we go. Look at that.
Because the Myles cam, I remember, because last week, here I am. Last week I was sitting here, or it was like 2 weeks ago, and I was able to slowly inch in millimeter by millimeter.
Mules? Yeah, I love that. We're gonna start calling him Mules.
Nah, it's Mules.
Nah, don't correct that one, Crit.
No,
his name is Mules now.
Crit's hot take is donkeys are not that weird of a thing to fuck, and you know what?
Because the donkey in Shrek the Musical had mad ass. Like, it was so thick.
I don't want to talk about that musical.
Can we pull up a graph?
I don't think I've ever actually seen the musical.
Have you never seen? I've seen the musical.
Hold on. Actually, I've seen it on Broadway.
Have you even seen actual Shrek?
I've seen all the Shreks. Number one. That's
wait, Shrek Forever After?
I have seen
that one is really good.
Hot take, that movie is very good.
Hot take, Shrek Forever After is actually really, really
good. It's a great wrap up for the series, and
I don't remember that one at all. Okay. I know I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened.
Okay,
I saw it on mushrooms.
Okay,
that sounds fun.
Different experience.
While processing the pandemic that maybe you guys have also been a part of last year, my friend and I did Shrek Club. Which is where we all watched Shrek, like every Shrek, and then took notes and then like shared as if it was a book club. And okay, Shrek 4 hit me so hard. I didn't expect to like it. I watched it for the first time, and Shrek the Third was so bad. I didn't expect anything good. But Shrek Forever After was so good. I watched it 3 times that week. I was so taken aback, and then I wrote like an 8-page essay about it. Also, I don't know how to show this, but like this is the donkey. Look how thick he is.
He does have the
incredibly thick.
He does have the dumpy. Yeah. Holy shit! Good lord.
This is.
Do you think Eddie Murphy has that big of a dumpy?
Wait, can I see? Okay, I was just making sure. So I haven't seen this. So my first question My first question that popped into my head when I saw that picture was, is this man a person of color? And if not, did he do the Eddie Murphy voice? Because that would have been not cool.
He was a person of color.
It was a...
I want to find my essay about Shrek Forever.
You know that there's some school, though, that did Shrek Jr., and there's like a little white kid in the donkey costume, and he's definitely doing the voice right now.
Yeah, they're probably... Oh, that was like such a popular thing when original Shrek came out, everyone was doing like their...
Well, that's because 2001 was a very different time.
Yeah.
Right before we went live, we talked about how I was Aladdin on Halloween when I was 6. And that's a very weird thing now.
Can I get a quick zoom on my phone just to show how long my review is for Shrek Forever After?
Oh my god. Wait, can you read it?
Let me read you the first sentence. My viewing of Shrek Forever After has brought me face to face with a dark truth we've denied for too long. The greatest Shrek story ever told is a drama, not a comedy, and it's better for it.
That's the first sentence.
I mean, I could read my opening paragraph.
I'm interested to hear.
Shrek Forever After takes our heroes on a journey more compelling than any of its predecessor films by inverting the familiar character dynamics of the first film and embracing a darker tone, allowing us to get to the heart of what makes these lovable ogres so, well, human. Beyond these thorough character studies, the film also explores a powerful meta-narrative on the intersectional complexities that come with the first generation immigrant experience, defining one's racial identity, and assimilating into society that will never quite get it. Shrek cries in this movie, "This is my Citizen Kane."
This is my Citizen Kane is the most powerful line you could ever end a paragraph on. That's fucking sick, actually. I was not down with your analysis until you said that, and now it's like, how can I argue with that? Like, that is your personal Citizen Kane. I can never come, like, it doesn't matter how I feel about it now.
Okay. I'm not gonna, read all of this, but, if you haven't watched it, it's really good just because one, Fiona's an actual character in this one, and
yeah,
it's
they
just
developed her.
Really interesting because it's instead of hiding her ogre identity, she is an ogre full time and hides her human identity, and then it's about Shrek assimilating with the other ogres and still feeling left out. When the movie starts off with him feeling out of place, where all the humans don't fully accept him, and they kind of they're do the roar, it's kind of what is it? The model minority kind of thing, where it's
You're going way too deep now.
No.
Here's the thing, though. She's kind of not wrong.
It's okay.
But I also know that if we don't stop this now, this is the episode.
He's accepted in society, but they all kind of don't take him seriously, and he actually does do a hate crime against Fiona, and he's well, you're not even a real ogre, and it's just she's basically she has two cultures that she's from, and she never will quite fit into either. And it's actually really interesting to
about
explore
race
that.
mixing?
She's literally transcultural.
Yeah,
that's the definition.
It's intersectional. Whoa. It's really interesting. And
yeah,
it's
but
the first
not
one that has real consequences, and it's super dark.
Done.
And all the other ones are comedy first, and obviously Shrek 2, banger film.
Shrek 2 is a perfect sequel film to anything.
And, okay, but Shrek 2 on the GameCube, that game.
Okay,
absolutely, that game.
Shrek 2 rules. GBA also pretty good.
Played that one.
Did you know Shrek 2 was such a good game that they just took Narnia and then wrapped it around that coding and made that the Narnia game?
I've never played that one. I know that company...
Super Slam also good.
I forget the name of that company, but they made a bunch of games like that afterwards because that game was so popular. Yeah. That game fucking rules.
Yeah, Shrek 2,
also
Shrek, great film.
Shrek Super Slam still has a competitive scene.
Oh, cool. Yep. I want to try that.
People compete in that game.
Competitively. Yeah. But anyway, Shrek Forever After... Honestly, I think it's the best Shrek. Not the funniest Shrek, but it gets to the core of the characters better than any of the other films ever could. Oh god.
No, Crit, please finish. What would you like to super say?
All right.
I'm gonna bring it back to the hot takes thing, and here's a hot.
Oh no! See, I want to ask another question though. Kathy, what's your Citizen Kane out of the 3 movies you've seen?
I like this. I'll allow. Motion to allow.
Okay, I have one more thing after that.
Well, the problem is I've never seen Citizen Kane, so I don't know what this is.
It's just a word meaning the best movie you've ever seen.
Citizen Kane is often referred to as the greatest film ever made. It's
Well, I've never seen it, so it can't be that great.
It's pretty not that good.
It's pretty whatever.
It's It's the one with the sled, right?
Yeah,
the sled.
It's like cool. It's the Cool Runnings of sledding movies.
It's a lot like Cool Runnings.
Hot take: Cool Runnings dated Citizen Kane better than Citizen Kane.
This is also a better film than It's a Wonderful Life. I wrote down It's a Wonderful Life was like 100 minutes of whining and 10 minutes of all
I'm sorry, you're interrupting Kathy right now.
Shrek after 15 in content, 70
I'm about to delete the entire Letterboxd website. I'm about to DDoS that. Don't have to hear any more about this.
Scorched Earth policy.
Listen, I have the number 5 review for Cheetah Girls too, so I'm kind of a big deal on this site.
Why do people like I've never actually used Letterboxd. Do people like upvote reviews?
You like and favorite and comment.
I like it because it's the only social media adjacent place that I have like no followers on, which means I can post whatever I want, which is really nice.
All right, so everyone go follow Michelle's Letterboxd. Head on over there. A lot of it is like, I went on a really bad date while watching this movie, and the entire time I could only think about how disappointing this person was and how I wanted to leave them. Right after watching The Grinch 2018 starring Benedict Cumberbatch in theaters. Anyways, what's up? Okay, yeah, wait, let's bring it back to Kuba's question, because I actually like this a lot. I'm steering it back to Kuba's question.
Wait,
Kathy, what is your Citizen Kane, your personal Kane?
Let me look at my letter.
All right, Dan, what's your personal Kane then while we wait for her?
Cats.
Yes.
Cats 2019.
Dan, 100%. if instead of trying to be funny,
I'm not kidding.
I forgot you're actually really passionate about this.
He's a really big Cats fan.
I fucking love that movie. I think it's a surrealist masterpiece. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Oh, 3 entries. What's Kathy's Letterboxd? Well, maybe you don't have to say.
I hate saying that I'm into
You hate saying you're a furry. We get it. Let's go into it.
I hate saying that I'm into like surrealist film because just saying that sentence makes me sound like a fucking cock.
Yeah, but you look like the kind of guy that would definitely say, "Yeah, I'm really into surrealist films."
But I am. That's like my thing. And
you're fucking Eraserhead shrine over here.
Yeah, like I love that shit, and I genuinely think, as someone who's seen a lot of media in that genre, that Cats is one of the best ones ever made unintentionally.
Okay, unintentionally.
It's an unintentional surrealist masterpiece, and that's why I think it's fascinating. I also think it's fun. It's a romp.
There is a cat. There is a cat that's entire thing is romping. So,
welcome back, Sakura. If you do have a hot take, feel free to hop into the waiting room. We'll bring you in when we're ready. What up, Daily Gaming? Cats, the new one. Yeah, 2019 Cats, the movie with Taylor Swift and.
Other actors?
James Corden. I should have pulled up that James Corden video. Maybe. Y'all see that shit?
I actually don't want to watch
that video was fucked up.
I saw one image and I don't want to watch that.
Anybody that stops LA traffic for any reason I hate, and oh my god, you stopped it for the worst reason.
Babe Pig in the City.
If I could hit James Corden with my car in that moment, I would have.
Do y'all remember the time when fucking Harry Styles got stuck on a zip line in West Hollywood over the freeway? Everyone forgets that this happens, and I bring it up all the time because I think it's the funniest thing that has happened in the city of Los Angeles.
Sorry, Harry Styles was suspended over the city of Los Angeles, and we just left him there?
Yes. I think they were trying to get to him, but he was just there for
I think he was like doing some kind of performance, and he did a zip line like across one of the major roads in West Hollywood, like for his performance, and something went wrong with the zip line. He got stuck, and he was dangling there for like over 30 minutes. Like there was like live news coverage of Harry Styles stuck on a zip line over West Hollywood.
Imagine
you can Google this; it's real.
Imagine if you like had a death wish for Harry Styles, and you're an assassin. And you're like, okay, he's gonna be moving there, and then you take the shot as he's going down the zip line, and he just stops, and the bullet whizzes past him.
Yeah, it was during the pandemic. Liz is right. It made us feel better about it. It was like I want to say it was early last year. It's like maybe April, May.
It was in November.
Oh, okay.
Early last year.
Well, it was in November 2019.
Oh, that's pre-pandemic.
It was for the release of his sophomore album, Fine Line, and he was performing Watermelon Sugar.
I don't know why
on the late James Corden show.
I don't know why he ziplined. Yeah, it's real. See, that's why I love bringing this up, because no one knows that this happened, but this was a thing that was like, maybe it was just in the local news here in LA, So like maybe it didn't make it out there, but like I mean he's a fucking major celebrity, so I feel like that's a pretty big story.
Being stuck somewhere for 30 minutes.
But the thing is, I think like in LA, you're like the unspoken thing is like don't bother celebrities. I think celebrities shouldn't bother me. I think they should leave me alone.
You've met Simu Liu like
I have
20 times.
I ran into him like twice.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi,
I don't know who the fuck that is.
The Marvel guy.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You probably walked by 6 posters of him to get here in case.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
The thing about Shrek Forever After is Gingy has a shiv in that one.
We have moved so
far. There's a character
back.
named Gingy?
There's a character named Gingy in every Shrek movie.
Oh, Gingerbread Man.
Gingy.
Sorry, that's how his friends refer to him.
Oh,
sorry, that's how affectionate.
Sorry, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just not like that with Gingerbread Man.
Out of 3 out of the 4 people here, we were all like, yes, of course, Gingy.
Of course, Gingy. My good friend.
I just think of it as the Gingerbread Man.
Well, that's because you're just an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Well, we never got an answer from Kathy. What the fuck is your Citizen Kane?
This is too much pressure.
Right now.
Is it
5,
a Goofy movie or
4, 3,
I did
2,
like Lady Bird.
1.
I think it's Midsommar.
Why?
Because I was in a bad relationship at the time. And I was in a really bad relationship at the time, and I watched it with him, and at the end I was like, he kind of deserved that. And he looked at me and went, yeah, you would. And I was like, okay.
Whoa.
Things are falling into place.
Oh my god.
I was thinking you were gonna say that he just like didn't get it. That would have been really funny too if he just like, yeah, what was that about? I don't understand.
I mean, he also didn't get it, but yeah. So
is there a straight man on the planet that gets Midsommar?
Yeah, me. I'm emotionally intelligent. I can relate with things like that.
I need you to zoom in on yourself real quick.
Yeah, me. Listen, I know the feminine experience better than anybody else. Fuck. I couldn't hold that one.
You really created a clip that I can use anytime on Twitter that I want to call you a sexist.
Yeah, someone clip that one.
You've made that for me now.
Daily Gaming in the chat says, I haven't seen movie in so long. I agree. I haven't seen movie in so long.
Who wants to do Babe Pig in the City night?
Have you watched it?
No.
It's
oh my god, it is horrifying. I love it.
I liked Mad Max and Happy Feet.
No, it's not like those at all.
But
I like fucking tied Kathy and Liz to the couch and wouldn't let them leave and force them to watch that movie.
The problem is
that
we didn't want to watch it, and then he turned it on, and then
then he locked the door.
And then it starts and you can't leave.
Because I want to watch
it's a train wreck movie. Like, you can't look away. Because, like, every scene is just like, what kind of horrible thing is this?
Imagine making a movie that you're like, all right, we gotta follow up. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I mean, is he in the city? Or is the city in you?
The city is in you.
It's a scary movie.
If anyone out there doesn't know, we have talked about this on the show before, but Babe Pig in the City is a masterpiece film.
I would like to see it.
I mean, we have it on...
I have it on Blu-ray because I love it so much.
You don't have it on 4K?
Yeah, but where's the 4K?
There is no 4K release. Trust me, I looked. It is a children's film designed...
It is a children's film.
It's a children's film made by someone who fucking hates children. It's a movie in which all animals nearly...
Baby Pig in the City.
It's just like this grotesque movie where all this fucked up shit happens to cute animals. Like, there's a scene where a dog gets, like, hanged off a bridge.
Oh my god, he gets waterboarded?
Yeah.
And then... Later, he's like, you should have let me die.
And then there's a scene.
So scary.
There's also another scene where a physically handicapped dog gets hit by a car, and you watch him almost die.
This is a lot like Cruella, actually.
It's kind of like
this is not. I'm telling you right now, this is nothing like Cruella.
Cruella wanted to be this movie.
Cruella actively attempted to be this kind of movie and failed miserably.
Sorry, I knocked some shit over.
This is a heated discussion.
There is also...
I don't think you understand Babe Pig in the City.
There's a former sex worker dog.
I have heard of
Oh, yeah.
And she's...
Yeah. Is it...
she's a poodle, of course.
She's a poodle, and she reveals after getting rescued from nearly being murdered that she was a former sex worker. That she... and they describe it in a really fucked up way. I forget the line. It's something like... She like
I fucked before and I'll fuck again.
Then she pulls out a handgun.
She has opposable thumbs in this.
No. It does the thing that like early 2000s movies did, wherever a dog needed to hold something, like a prop dog arm came up and just had the object stapled to it.
Like the Muppets.
No.
We should talk about the Muppets.
No, we should not.
Like the Cats and Dogs movies where they were spies and killing each other.
Sakura asked what this movie is rated, and the crazy fucking insane part is that it's rated G. Maybe PG, but I'm pretty sure it's
Muppets are
G.
amazing. I think, my hot take, Beaker is the sexiest one.
Which one?
Sam the Eagle.
Beaker, he's
Sam the
tall. He like helps.
Is
Dr.
it because he's shaped like a dildo?
I don't.
You don't have to
he's
answer
sexy.
that.
He's the tallest Muppet. Hold on.
He's definitely not the tallest Muppet.
Oh, it is a G-rated movie.
Yeah, it's rated G,
It's
not
this
even
guy?
PG. That's
Yeah.
the insane part.
Oh.
Okay, actually, here's the reason I like him. He can't speak human words, so I don't have to like deal with a man speaking.
That's so valid.
Cheers.
That's so valid.
Okay, sexiest Muppet, you did just make a good argument.
That's a great point.
He listens. He says meep. He's tall. He works in a lab. He's a science.
So which means
man.
that the only one that's even arguable on that level is Animal.
Oh, actually, Animal's a fuck machine.
Animal
Jim
is absolutely
Henson
a fuck
has
machine.
Been like on the record saying
Yes.
that Animal is just like sex, drums, and rock and roll, and he uses the word sex. And there is actually like a Muppet special that's like, oh my god, it's like, it might just be sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
Muppet sex is what I'm.
The only
Yeah, just Google Muppet
there
sex.
there
That
are
can't be-
there are
that's
two
nothing back to
Muppets
that.
characters. I'm sorry, there are three Muppets
look at
characters that are
Animal and
confirmed to
I'll
fuck. Animal,
Yeah.
Fozzie Bear,
Yeah.
and Kermit the Frog. Those are the
Yeah.
three Muppets that are
Yeah.
in
Okay,
Muppet
so-
lore canonically required to say that they fuck.
Have you guys ever thought about how when they put their hand inside of Kermit to make him move, they're
Fisting him?
They're
Yeah,
fisting
it's
his
super-
Kermussy?
I will
That's
say,
That's the oldest
I've tried
joke.
to get Liz to
I
hook me
know.
up with a Muppeteer so many times because just imagine the dexterity these guys have. But anyways, it's the 1975 pilot, The Muppet Show: Sex and Violence, and Frank Oz. It was Frank Oz, not Jim Henson. Sorry. He said that the character is just nailed down to 5 words: sex, sleep, food, drums, and pain.
Good for him.
Why is pain in there?
I'm sorry, have you not looked into Animal's eyes?
I guess.
All the best musicians got something going
That's
on behind the
true.
scenes.
What
They're the Kurt Cobain of Muppets, if you
It's,
will.
okay, imagine, you know the movie Whiplash? You could absolutely swap in
That's
Animal for
actually My
Miles
Citizen
Teller.
Kane.
Like, is it Miles Teller or is it the other one?
Miles Teller is in
He's the young one.
Whiplash.
He's
Yeah.
the young
Yeah, it's J.K. Simmons
I
as
think
the
him
protagonist and
that
Miles Teller
Baby
as the antagonist.
Baby Driver and that guy are the same.
Oh, Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, they're the same.
Oh.
I've watched both of these
They're
movies within the
both
last 4 days.
young
Why?
men.
What?
I've never seen either of them.
One is about drum.
The one is about
And
No,
That's
one
right.
one is them is about a stupid kid not doing his fucking job, and then J.K. Simmons making him do his job.
Isn't that
That's
also the
true.
plot of Baby Driver?
No, that's about a sex pest hiring a kid to drive a car real good.
That
But
Baby
the
Driver
honey,
got fucking
Lily James is in
robbed.
it.
Oh,
That movie's amazing.
But she's,
Baby
she's
Driver got
hotter in
robbed.
Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again. She's
Okay.
so hot.
Then I
in
just-
that.
I
No,
won't
hold
watch
on. We're
Baby
not talking
Driver.
about Mamma Mia. Now we're talking about
We're talking
Baby
about Mamma
Driver.
Mia.
No, we're talking about
Oh,
Baby
yeah.
Driver. I'm
I
sorry.
talk about Baby
That
Driver.
movie got robbed. That movie actually rules, and
Okay,
it
it
came
is actually
out.
quite good.
Kevin Spacey is like
A sex pest.
one of the main characters in it, and he was like very much marketed like
I think
alongside
you
As-
can
that
edit
movie.
him out though.
And
You can't.
he got that all that shit about him fucking boys and not being frank. That all came out like 2 months after that movie came out, and then no one talked about Baby Driver ever again, which sucks.
I
'cause
really
that
like
movie's so
Edgar
good.
Wright. It is like
Edgar Wright is the best director, working in Hollywood to this day.
Is he the one who's done the zombie movies?
Yeah, he
Shaun
did.
of the
Shaun of the Dead.
No, yeah, you're thinking of Zack Schneider, who did the zombie movies.
No.
Edgar Wright
The-
did
the-
one.
You're right.
Okay, cool.
Um,
the cop movie.
He also did,
Yes.
Yeah.
he did Scott Pilgrim also.
With-
Yeah.
Oh.
He made
He edits so fun.
yeah, he made Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End.
I've seen those.
Perfect. You watch the only 3 movies that matter. You're good. Like, you're chilling.
Ansel is also a pedo since when?
Actually,
isn't
that's
he-
true.
Isn't he dating like some?
I don't know who he's dating, but he's in the new West Side Story, and you can tell that like it's awkward because that came out after he was cast, and so like in the trailer, there's like one shot of him,
Wait,
and you can't
why
even
is
see
he in
him.
West Side Story?
Because he's a singer and dancer and was hot at the time. when they were making that movie like 3 years ago.
Boy.
I'm with Faded Awakening in the chat. Remake Baby Driver without Kevin Spacey.
Honestly,
they're making a second one.
Wait,
really?
Yeah, Edgar Wright is saying he's working on the script for it.
Oh, shit. Well, can I just...
Right.
I kind of don't want a sequel, though. I actually think the perfect movie would just be to re-release Baby Driver with all of the scenes with Kevin Spacey in it removed.
Oh, I can get you something that's almost as good as that, if not better. I did recut the opening to City Escape.
Without Kevin Spacey in it?
Yeah, there's no Kevin Spacey. Baby Driver. But what if he was driving and listening to Crush 40? And I think it's actually a little bit better. So, sorry.
I mean, I know for, I think
he probably just couldn't get the rights.
Gold?
Crush 40
There was another movie that Kevin
Spacey
was in that was about to be released, and then all this stuff came out, and they just, like, recut it.
Cityscape's
just, like...
They did do that.
Yeah.
He's not here
I forget
anymore.
the name of that movie.
So, I mean, no one watched it.
It's called Baby Driver.
No, that's the worst thing about Baby Driver is that, like, if the movie came out 2 months later, they would have just recut it without Kevin Spacey. Like, if the movie was scheduled to release after that happened, they would have done something
they would have fucking just hired Nick Frost to play Kevin Spacey's role.
Yeah, and now it's just tarnished
and just
forever.
CGI'd him in.
So, like, you can cut him out of Baby Driver, but the unfortunate thing is you can't really cut him out of A Bug's Life, where he played
You can take the Spacey out of the baby, but you can't take the baby out of the Spacey.
No.
Never mind.
Move on.
Never mind.
Anyways, Daily Gaming is saying, wait, what? Sonic Adventure 2?
Cut the stream.
I think the chat's trying to talk about Sonic Adventure 2. So does anyone have any takes about that game?
If you have a hot take, feel free
Anyone-
to. I saw someone hit the call thing earlier. If you would like to call in, just hop in the waiting room. We'll bring you.
I don't have any hot takes about that game. The only hot take is that Sonic Adventure 1 is a better game. Like,
we are not talking about Sonic right now because what we are going to talk about in the meantime is that I did prepare something. You know, earlier on we were talking about our dear friend Liz, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. But like we said, you know, she had some surgery. You know, she's a little bit under the weather, a little bit coming off of some anesthesia. And if you follow our dear friend on Twitter.
I recommend everyone follow Liz on Twitter because she's very fun.
At Lit Zombie. I think it's just at Lit Zombie. Well, we're about to find out anyway. So if you don't follow Liz, you might not know that like she had a major surgery this week, and she was tripping sack on opiates and also
God, you are talking like somebody who clearly doesn't do drugs about drugs.
And she was posting some interesting shit on the TL, and so I thought we'd do a quick little review here of some of Liz's biggest bangers, some of Liz's hottest #1 tracks on the Twitter TL this week. Actually, Liz, why don't you call in and you can walk us through it, if you want to. You can like explain to us some of your thought process.
I think it's way funnier if we have Liz here to be able to like explain.
I think
okay, she's in the call. Unmute yourself.
She shouldn't explain. I think she should just
Michelle,
read the tweet.
Can you turn on the speaker? There's a little power button on the just like
you have to stroke it.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, there you go. Liz, are you with us?
Yeah.
Wait, talk again. What? Why are you so quiet?
I think she's saying meep.
Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Hello?
Is this better?
Yeah.
I do love the fact that we're gonna like put the tweet up and then we're gonna have to sit in silence for a little bit for the delay to catch up so Liz knows what tweet we're talking about.
Well, they're not very long.
I know.
Oh, let me just screen share so she can see it. Hold on.
How are you?
Yeah, Liz, how you feeling? Thanks for calling in.
I'm dying but I'm better now, I think. I've been sitting down.
That's good. That's huge. I'm glad you're a little better.
Oh my god, I'm sitting down too.
Yeah, wait, we have so much in common. Okay, you can see a direct feed of the stream in the call now, so there's no delay. So Liz, we're glad you're doing well, and we just want to get your kind of insider artistic perspective on some of these tweets that you put up. So I'm gonna bring up this first one here. It's Flat Fruck Friday, baby. This is where it all began. This was pre-surgery. So, I mean, we'll have to just say, it was a breast reduction surgery. That's where this tweet comes from. That was just to start it off, though. From here is where we get into the interesting stuff. This is my favorite one.
It's really good.
Liz, you can see, I love the timing between these two. So look at this first one, 6:47 a.m. She wakes up, first thing she thinks, it's Flat Fuck Friday, baby.
No, she's already at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was already there at that point.
Wait, what are you saying, Liz? We can't hear you that well.
I was already at the hospital.
Okay, so then 1:37, she's coming down off that anesthesia. Where did they go?
Oh, no, that doesn't say where'd. That says where'd.
It's hard for me to type and it's stupid. So this was harder.
Yeah. I think it's a masterpiece, though.
I think it's the best tweet.
Yeah, it's really good.
Where it is really powerful.
It's nothing but downhill from here.
I've been thinking about Werid for like 3 days now since this happened. And then from here we go into Achi. Achi, I thought was really good. I thought that was
that's an ouchie.
Ouchie.
Hang on, I'm moving.
Yeah, actually turning off the fan will help because I think we're getting feedback from that.
Also the timing, 2 minutes apart.
Where'd they go? Ow!
Where is
that better?
Yes.
Yes.
So, when I woke up, I was just laying there, like, in and out of sleep, and I was in so much pain, because I think the anesthetic physically wore off before they started, like, giving me hard drugs for the pain.
Oh, God.
Or conscious. So I just apparently, in, like, my sleep just kept going, ouch. Ouch. And then the nurses walked over and was like, are you in pain? I was like, big ouch. And then they gave me drugs.
I love that there's just like, I love that there's a person in the world whose job it is to go up to you and be like, are you in pain? And if you say ouchie, she deals you drugs. Yeah. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I also want to say that they put the IV in my hand, which made it really hard to type, but they tweeted anything.
Why'd they put it in your hand?
It's actually kind of the best in the hand or wrist. It's the worst when it's here.
Yeah, because you can't move your arm.
Yeah.
I never have a problem when it's there. I move my arm all the time.
I had to be in the hospital for an appendectomy for like 3 days before my mom agreed to let me get the appendix taken out. And I had the IV here the whole time.
Why are we not
scared
talking about
to move my arm for 3 days, and I had muscle atrophy.
I was also
so you always get it here is where you want.
I was also in the hospital for 2 days, but I went through the ER and I hadn't eaten in 2 days because I physically couldn't swallow. So they just put it in here, and the whole time I was so scared I had cancer. So I was just like this for 2 days.
No, I had it like this for 3 days.
And they were like, you can bend your arm. Like,
no,
I can't.
But you can't.
No, I can't. I can't.
No, scary. Needle's scary.
All right, this next one here I think is really powerful. I look down, it empty down there.
So true, girl.
This is now it's been like 30 minutes. So she's a little bit more cognizant at this point. She's able to type a complete, not a complete sentence, but she's able to type a sentence that lacks spelling errors.
I feel like we're speed running like a child getting like brain development.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because at first it started off as ouchie, and now you're gaining like object permanence.
I am, and I have a lot of problems with object permanence in general.
How has that gotten better, or are you still looking down and thinking empty down there?
I think what happened was the nurse came in and was talking to me, and for some reason I went to go like see where they were. Like I used my hand trying to like grab them. I really stopped my hand like 5 inches above where they were because that's where it usually was, and I was like, "Oh, it's empty."
Oh, unreal. All right, moving on here. 20 minutes later, this one needs some explanation. Maybe you don't want to talk about it on stream, but
I'm interested.
So the whole time when she's tweeting those first ones, that first 30 minutes, like during those first few tweets, I'm laughing. I'm like, this is funny. She's just coming down off the anesthesia. And then this tweet comes out, and then this was in the middle of the day, so I wasn't there with her, but our friend Rebecca was, and I see this tweet, and I instantly text Rebecca. I was like, is Liz good? Like, now I'm worried.
This is really gross if you want an explanation.
Yes.
If you're comfortable sharing it, then sure, but no pressure if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's just kind of gross. Thanks, Mom, for that explanation of what they are.
Also, my mom, I don't know if you see this, but my mom is in the chat, and she said that she hopes you're feeling better.
Yeah, I feel pretty terrible, but tomorrow I'll feel better.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the swearing, Gail.
So I had these drains, right? And for some reason, they don't tell you how anything works until you come out of anesthesia and you're, like, dying. I had this really, really weird nurse. And I forget what the actual word is for, like, when you have to sort of, like, squeeze the tube parts to, like, make sure you get any, like, potential, like, clot stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
This makes a lot more sense.
This is
now.
coming together.
Oh. But she kept calling it milking.
She didn't have to use that word. She could have picked a different word.
She could have.
She should
I forget
have.
what the word is, but there's other words. It's, like, in the papers they gave me. So my thought was to look at Rebecca and say, well, tie up my horns and call me Bethy. It wasn't my strong suit in that moment.
Oh my god.
I am losing my mind at your mom in the chat just screaming the word moo.
That's gotta be
That's a hate crime.
That's gotta be one of the best messages we've ever gotten in our chat. Anyway, I just wanted to include the follow-up here to this one, is that also it looks like the forbidden
I did have to look Rebecca in the eyes and say forbidden Kool-Aid, and I think she was contemplating leaving me in the hospital.
It is forbidden. It's right.
I also love that this was just like around the same time that like Postmates just chose to bug you there.
That's why do we ever try to write jokes when real life's way fucking funnier?
Yeah.
You can't write that shit.
That was poetry that you got that
That's
notification from Postmates in that moment.
That's so good.
Especially since it usually notify you by
They sent me
dinner.
that in that exact moment. I was like, what time is it? Like 2:30?
Right?
Yeah, now it's 2:30, so it's only been an hour since you started tweeting.
Yeah, I was like definitely still in the hospital, and I was like checking my phone, and it was just like 20%
How dare
off,
you.
like same deal, new deal, same you. It was like lies.
You're right, and you should say it.
All right, well, let's move on to the next recovering anesthesia Liz tweet. This one, I only can halfway wrap my brain around. I think, I
Makes sense.
I got this.
I get the joke. It's just that this is so bizarre. Like, how did your brain get there?
No, it makes sense.
It's a good joke.
You have a theory, Michelle?
Huh?
You have a theory?
Oh, Ivy fucked us up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to the same high school and did the same magnet program and had to take European history. And I'm sure you...
4 years.
Sorry?
For so many years.
2 years.
It was focused.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but why did your brain go back there right now?
Because that's where my brain always is. Also, she was talking to me about, like, gauze and, like, blood. And I think every time I think of the color red, I do think of communism.
That makes sense.
And, like, make sure it's not, like, you know, like,
Katie.
blood's not getting, like, out. If that's the case, it's, like, a problem. And I was like, it's like the Iron Curtain over here. Or keeping that communism over there.
And
It's
right.
well, unfortunately, Katie is right. Communism is all over the place now.
True.
Yeah.
All over the place.
All over.
I should have worn my communism shirt today.
Waiting inside my titties right now.
Right.
All right, I think these last two here I have were post-recovery, sort of.
Yeah.
But
I'm still on drugs because the drains are still in, so I'm still kind of fucked up.
yeah, but like this was like when you were more cognizant, but I thought it was funny because it was a message that was sent like at the time.
Yes.
Tibbet gone. Tibbet gone fucks me up. I think I was like I must have just not been on Twitter when you tweeted this one because I didn't notice it until I went back to screenshot all of these, but this one was really funny.
Chad.
Ouch.
See, that's your mistake, Dan. Because the moment Flat Fuck Friday went around, I went to Liz's profile and I immediately hit the bell. I was like, honestly, I need to be notified every tweet.
Michelle had Noti Gang on for this.
I already had notifs on for like a week or more. But this was like the most excited I've ever been to like get those notifications.
Flat Fuck Friday was an experience.
Especially because like, I mean, I knew that Liz had to be there at 6 a.m. and I didn't remember how long it took. So like, I was still checking her Twitter even though I had notifications on. I was like, what if today it doesn't work and I
missed Flat Fuck Friday?
I couldn't miss that. I couldn't do that to Liz.
Liz's mom with an interesting story in the chat. When she was coming down from anesthesia after foot surgery, she kept saying she wanted to go back to Michael Jackson's house. Wonder what went down there. Wonder what went down at his house.
Moving on.
Unclear.
All right, I think the last one, this was like from today or something. I just wanted to include this because I saw you put so much work into this meme, and so I really just wanted to make sure Twitch saw this.
I found this image a long time ago, and I've been obsessed with it ever since.
Oh, it's not a Liz original.
I found it by happenstance while looking for like a normal like reaction image that I was looking for that like came to mind, and then I couldn't find a good screenshot of it, and for some reason in the related, it was like this, and originally it says baby.
But I see that you put a ton of effort into changing that, which is why I wanted to make sure we got a little screen time on this one. Recognize Liz's genius as a Twitter creative. Liz, at what point are they going to let you turn monetization on for your Twitter account? I feel like they have to by now.
Yeah, there's a little tip jar.
I thought that exists now.
You have to have a certain number.
I think you have to be verified and have a certain... Maybe not verified, but you have to have like 10K followers or something to turn it on.
Get cracking, boys.
Yeah, go follow.
Liz.
Well, Liz, we don't want to keep you too long, but it is a great time while we have you on the call to let you know there is a new limited time T-shirt for this week only.
Oh my God!
And you know we're all a big fan of Liz's Twitter work, and you know we're proud of her for you know taking care of her issues, getting this solved. We want to commemorate it with a special T-shirt. So I'd like to introduce the Berrin tee. This is going to be available for a limited time only, printed on white or black if you prefer, on the Coffeebreath merch store, !merch in the chat, or link is down in the description, coffeebreathmerch.com.
So good.
This is going to be up in the next few days. You can get 10% off this shirt or anything else in the store with the promo code RIPLIZ, just to commemorate this incredible moment in Liz's life. You can always keep that tweet on you at all times. Where did they go? That shirt is going to be available for a few days now in the Coffeebreath merch store.
The last piece of merch I'll ever buy.
I need this one.
I think this is my greatest design ever.
This is up there. This
I
is
think
it.
Liz's mom just said done. Well, if that shirt sounds like something you want to commemorate, go ahead and type !merch in the chat or head on over to coffeebreathmerch.com. Liz, you know, we'll kick those funds back to you. We got to repay you somehow for all of your hard work here, for all the time that you've...
Genius of written word.
I can't understand a word you're saying. I'll be totally honest with you.
Compiled into the next great American novel.
That's true. Yeah. Liz is slow. If you're not already following Liz on Twitter, a great reason to is that she's slowly writing the great American novel one tweet at a time.
It's gonna be like one of those coffee table books.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's get in now on the floor.
Notice on. People.
Someday when we make a lot more money off of this show, I do want to do a coffee table book of Liz's tweets. Like, that's not something I can justify making right now because it's very expensive, but someday I do want to make that and sell it. Oh,
I'll make sure to be extra funny.
Great. Yeah. Keep that content coming.
Now take a nap.
Yeah.
No, content farm.
Yeah, Liz, go tweet some more. Go tweet.
Tweet.
Get
nap.
back in the gulag. Tweet.
Tweet nap. Wake up in the middle of your nap and tweet some more.
Communism's not getting out of it.
Wait. I need you to write a bunch of tweets and then take a nap, and they're scheduled. So as you nap, they come out in real time.
Yeah, you need to
scheduling function.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
No, I think the scheduling function could be the play for you because you can pop your little oxys and then you can fire off like 8 tweets and then schedule them throughout the day. And then you're just the most consistent Twitter account on the planet.
No, it has to be on Liz time and the same time.
What was that?
The drugs I'm on now make it less funny.
That's true.
That's true.
We liked you better when you were funny.
She's still funny.
Great. We love Liz.
Liz Nation in the chat.
Nation. Everyone drop a Liz Nation, and if there's like an anti-Dan emote, throw that into. I don't know if there is.
Why would I make an anti-Dan emote on my own fucking channel?
I will make an anti-Dan emote. Subscribe to twitch.tv/Karate Kuba for the future anti-Dan emote.
If you make an emote that is anti-Dan, at that point I'll sub. Honestly, if you're gonna put that much work into it, you earn my $5.
Don't worry, I have a room full of 17-year-olds that know Photoshop that just make anything that I ask for.
You keep a room of 17-year-olds?
I do.
But we need to talk about that off stream.
No, we don't.
On that note, just set an alarm for an hour and take a nap, and then I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
We have a gift for you.
Yeah, we have multiple gifts for you, and you're not quite ready for any of them.
And they're all bad. I'm so sorry. I did try.
Kuba Spacey.
Oh, jeez. Thanks for calling in, Liz. We'll see you in a little bit.
I miss you, Liz.
All right. We do have a caller in the waiting room, Sakura. We'll take her on. If anybody else wants to hop in, get in that waiting room now, because there's not too much time left in the show. We'll take Sakura first. Before I do that, let me just remind you real quick, the Coffee Breath Clips channel. Oh, Gentleman Pro, hold on. I'll do this later. Gentleman Pro, thank you so much for the 7 months. That is super kind of you. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Really appreciate it and hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here with us. And thank you in the chat for subscribing to the Coffee Breath Clips channel. I'm uploading frequently on there. There was a short break these past few days because I've been really busy with other stuff, but trust me, this channel is going to be popping. If you're not already subscribed to either of our YouTube channels, the main channel there is where the VODs from the show go. The VODs from the show go up Tuesday mornings on the main YouTube channel, so if you're not able to join us live, subscribe there. And if you want to just see some shorter form content, some clips, just the best of the best from us, subscribe to that Clips channel. We got some bangers in there. We got some banger vids. That's an old screenshot. Trust me, there's more videos on there now. Is something fucking funny to you guys?
You said I've been really busy lately, and Liz got major surgery 3 days ago. You can't say that.
I've been busy helping Liz recover from her major surgery.
I'm sorry, it was really funny.
So funny.
Oh, what? She's the only one who's allowed to struggle now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Liz just
because
Liz just has a monopoly on struggle
you
now?
said that, and then Michelle side-eyed you, and then I side-eyed Michelle, and then we locked eyes and we died.
Oh, no one's allowed to be busy because Liz got a surgery. None of us are fucking busy
You
anymore.
have to maintain the Clips channel to provide for Liz in her time of need. You can't suck now.
That's what the shirt is for. Go buy the Wearhead shirt. All right, Sakura, I'm gonna bring you on now if you're ready.
Yeah, it did take about 3 days worth of Dan just thinking, staring at a blank t-shirt and going, what should I put on this?
I'm an artist and the t-shirt is my canvas. What can I say? Sakura, are you here with us? Are you present in this space? Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Woo!
Liz, it's R.I.P. Liz.
Hello, the promo code is RIP Liz, all one word.
She's not dead, but...
She died.
She's dying.
Liz died on the way back home to her planet. That's where she...
You know what? Faded Awakening in the chat is right. If I just pop some oxys like Liz, my Twitter presence could be good too.
No one would follow you. Your tweets would just be about stupid shit.
As somebody who does pop oxys and then tweet, yeah, it works pretty well.
Yeah, but you have fun. You have good tweets.
No, I don't.
No, Kuba's tweets are fucking heinous. Don't give them
my
credit
Twitter
for
is
shit.
awful, but the worse my Twitter gets, the more Twitch subs I get. So I fucking take it.
All right, Sakura, well, thank you for calling in. How are you? It's been a while since we've talked to you.
Yeah, it's been good. I have been, let's see, my usual week is now work, and then go over to my boyfriend's, and then in the last 2 weeks we've been going to Magic drafts, Magic the Gathering drafts, and then we play more Magic on Saturday. I do run Saturday morning. That's the one thing that's, healthy and, so on and so forth that we do. Unfortunately, this week, my mom caught a cold like last Sunday, and then I was wearing like a tank top, and I'm super susceptible to air conditioning. And it got too cold, and now I have a cold.
Wait, you got yourself sick by just
Wearing a tank top.
putting your tank top on and like fucking pumping the AC?
Yeah, I got sick. Yes, that's literally it. I can get sick by literally AC and just not wearing enough clothes.
Can I ask a question not about that?
Yes.
What is your Citizen Kane? And then side question, what do you think about Shrek Forever After?
Okay, first of all, don't answer either of those questions. I'm taking control. First off, I'd like to thank Liz's mom for buying the Wearhead t-shirt, and then also I think one of our blue logo t-shirts as well. And then I'm pretty sure I saw Liz buy the same shirt as well.
Yeah.
Liz, I'll reimburse you for that. I was gonna buy you one, but yeah, okay. Anyway, well, before you answer whatever the fuck Michelle was asking, do you have a hot take?
I actually solicited a hot take from my boyfriend, which I find to be not that hot, but...
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yes. So the hot take is... the millennial generation is going to be remembered as apathetic and indecisive. Gen Z is more likely to make a positive impact on society than us millennials, and it's largely our millennials' own fault.
I don't think we're going to be remembered.
Well, first of all, everything is temporary, and we're all going to die.
Yeah.
Death is inevitable.
In about 3,000 years, none of us will fucking...
So basically proving...
In about 80 years...
No, in 80 years, y'all will be forgotten. I'll be remembered. as the next Gene Wilder, of course. But...
Yeah. Next Kevin Spacey who keeps kids in his basement.
No. I never said they were kept in my basement. I said I had a room. I didn't say how big it was. I didn't say how small it was. I didn't say if it was padded. I didn't say if it was made out of concrete and had big locks on the doors.
Bagel locks?
Bagel locks, absolutely. Like the salmon. Yeah.
Bagel locks. Sorry, Jewish brain.
Oh,
sorry. What?
I thought you were saying walks, like the frying pan.
No, that's the...
Or like walking down the street.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
My first question about this take, just quickly, do us at the bar, we're all roughly the same age, do we consider ourselves millennials?
Absolutely.
I think Kathy definitely is, but
Gen Z
I think I'm the youngest one here, because you're older than us, right?
You don't know how old I am.
I'm not gonna say how old you are. I'm not gonna be rude.
We're right at the like splitting point.
I've been told that I'm on the cusp to the that I could be either.
I don't think I could be either. You're not.
You definitely lean more millennial.
You're definitely.
But he does that. You do act like a Gen Zer with all of your Fortnite and your.
Faded Awakening says Gen Z starts around 96. I was born in end of 95.
So
like
you don't
2
count.
months before 96.
Wait.
You're just a baby millennial.
Well, here's the real thing: is
also,
that generations?
They're
they're all fucking fake. It doesn't matter.
Well, the thing is,
so you're a month younger than me.
Oh, I thought you were a year ahead of Liz in school. That's why
I am, but I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I'm a child prodigy.
Sure.
Oh, you're the person where your parents were like, oh, let's put him in preschool early. That'll be fun.
It was just my brother had to do preschool twice, I think.
How fucking stupid do you have to be to do preschool twice? Well, you couldn't fucking put the square block in the square hole?
As somebody who could not put the square block in the square hole, yes,
English
absolutely,
is
it's
not
hard.
Our first language.
Oh, okay, that's actually really fair then.
Classic colonizer Dan over here.
Yeah. Wait, he makes fun of me and English is my second language. This isn't fair.
He's a colonizer.
Is a pattern. This is what we call a pattern.
And the real thing is that Gen Z is going to probably go on to accomplish more out of the sheer fact that millennials got hit with 2 fucking recessions back to back that we did not plan for because we were 12.
You always got a plan.
Everything exploded when we were getting into like high school and college.
But you know what? That was on us.
That's on us, absolutely.
We're not planning ahead.
But all in all, it's not our generation's fault. It's not anybody's fault except capitalism. Capitalism is the problem. So
how can that be when communism is everywhere?
Yeah.
Communism is also not great, realistically.
One thing that I think is kind of cringe that people always want to give credit to Gen Z for, like changing the world with social media. And like, yes, young people are doing that now more than ever, but people like to forget that it was people our age that grew up with it and kind of set the stage for that and made it popular in the first place. Like the kids now who are like 15 years old who are like blowing the fuck up on TikTok are doing so because...
Did they even have a Neopets?
The problem is
that platform was
built for them. I didn't have a phone until I was 16.
The problem is that everything that's happening on TikTok already happened on Tumblr. And we're just...
Yeah.
And everything that happened on Tumblr already happened in the punk scene. And everything that happened in the punk scene happened in the Crusades, alright? Time is a flat fucking circle, alright?
The problem is everything bad that happened with society originates from LiveJournal.
No, it all from the Crusades.
No, it's from well, consider... Maybe they had LiveJournal.
I can think of a few bad things that happened to society that
LiveJournal was pretty bad.
LiveJournal was bad.
LiveJournal is in top 5 bad things.
LiveJournal was bad. Everything that's happening now on TikTok discourse traced directly back to LiveJournal.
The thing is, you know what? Kathy just revealed herself as the oldest person in the world. Because I never went on LiveJournal.
I was on LiveJournal way too young. Like
I was never on LiveJournal.
I really shouldn't have been.
See, I diverged in. See, you specced into like the healthy. Like I made fucked up decisions and went on LiveJournal too early. But you went on to be like a healthy, successful adult. See, I went on 4chan too early. Yeah. And that's why now I play video games for a living, and it's fucking awful.
And Newgrounds.
And
yeah.
Newgrounds is actually okay. Hot take, Newgrounds is not a bad place. Newgrounds is the entire reason why the animation industry has moved a lot forward in the last, 10, 15 years.
Yeah, I think Newgrounds... This is a totally different conversation. I do want to get it back on track, but I agree with you. I think Newgrounds is one of the most culturally significant parts of, the early internet.
What was the first ever content creation portal where anybody could... Anything by everyone. You could fucking post anything there.
Newgrounds does not get credit for, inventing how we consume media now.
Yeah.
And also, creating a generation.
And the only reason it didn't blow the fuck up even further than it did is because Tom Fulp refused to monetize it.
Yeah, which is pimp behavior.
Absolute pimp behavior. And now, fucking, a guy who got to start there is now the English voice of Abacchio in JoJo Part 5. Like fucking Rice Pirate. There you fucking go.
Anyway, back to the hot take at hand. I think this take is cold. I think it's
very cold.
I don't think it's a hot take. I think that a lot of people believe it, and I disagree with it just because I think every generation likes to believe that they're the ones that are going to be forgotten and or the worst, and the generation below is going to do better. But and I also think that this division between millennials and Gen Z on an arbitrary decades-based thing doesn't really work, because I think they have to be separated by big cultural world events. You have the World Wars and you have all of that. I think it would make most sense to separate the generations between people who didn't grow up with iPhones and easily accessible technology and people who did.
So I was just going to say the same thing. I think it's actually based entirely around...
Sorry, I have a lot. I have thoughts.
No. So what you're saying is that generation is when iPhone.
I think it's just internet.
iPhone. I think it's just being able to access the internet
for sure.
without having a designated computer room.
I don't really see the separation between millennials and Gen Z because we all grew up with the internet, and that's why our cultural disconnect between our generation and baby boomers is so much more massive than any other cultural gap ever, because that's a life-changing thing to have that they got when they were adults, and we grew up with it.
Well, it's like my sister was born in 2000 and my brother was born in 2003, and the generation gap is visible essentially because he's fully Gen Z and she's on the cusp, whereas I'm
millennials are the last people to remember the relatively slow crawl of technology, where instead of a new iPhone coming out every year, it came out fucking every 4.
The iPhone used to have rounded corners in the back. There was a 3GS.
Do people remember watching Percy Jackson? Then he did the Medusa thing with the back of his iPod. I thought that was very clever. And that was revolutionary.
Wait, what? In the movie?
Yeah, in the movie.
I never saw the movie. I only read the books.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie.
Well, you guys you suck.
Also, Rick Riordan, the author of those books, is an absolute pimp. And he's either a bigot or a pimp, and I'm going to guess the 50-50 here, and I think he's a pimp.
I think
he's good. I think he defended trans rights. I think that's where I'm at.
Floppy disk.
Nobody give attention to Tav. He just wants attention. He's gonna just type some shit remember floppy disk XD, and then just wait for everyone to respond.
You know what? Generation is when floppy disk.
Wait, actually,
absolutely.
I wish Liz were here, just because we have one floppy disk related
I've heard
bonding
this story.
moment. Oh yeah, one. There was
Wait, I don't think I've heard this story.
There was just like this
That's 'cause you don't listen.
I don't.
very interesting member of the drama department, who was like. They joined the sound crew, and one time we asked them to get us a roll of gaff tape, which, like, even if you don't know what gaff tape is, you could probably figure it out. He comes back with a floppy disk, hands it to us, and leaves.
A floppy disk.
A floppy disk. And for, like, we were just kind of standing there for, like, the next maybe 15 minutes, just trying to understand what happened, where this floppy disk came from, how he found it, if he thought it was the gaff tape. That was mainly it. If Liz were here, she would back me up, but she is in pain right now.
It's true. As someone who's heard this story, it's a true story.
It's a true story.
It's a true story.
Remember Liz. That's all I'm saying.
Remember Liz.
Generation is when
Eventually
Liz.
fallen.
If you want to support Liz during her struggle, go to !merch.
Yeah. We'll be donating 100% of the proceeds to Liz. Not that she, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she has some bills, but she has insurance, so it's not like she's paying entirely out of pocket for it. But hey, we'll donate those funds to Liz. Anyway, Sakura, thanks for sticking on with us. Sorry, we really went off the rails with that one. But glad to hear you're doing well. And thanks for calling in. Thanks for tuning in, and always appreciate your support.
And thank you for shitting on my boyfriend's hot take at work. I can now cut him down to size.
Yeah, tell him tell him this. Clip this. Your take shit. Magic is for nerds. And if you play card games, I ain't never seen two pretty best friends.
Just switch over here. All right. If you play card games, you have money to be able to play the stock market, alright? Which means that your opinion doesn't fucking matter on Generations. Have a good night.
Wait, are we talking about Sonic Generations?
No.
Sonic Generations?
Sonic
Generations.
Hot take. Good game.
I vote. Can we let Kuba take over the show?
No, fuck Kuba. It's my goddamn show, and I'm driving it. Thank you for calling in, Sakura.
I'm just
Appreciate you.
slowly absorbing it.
Do you drive a boat, or do you steer a boat? You can't drive a boat.
I think driving is just the act of going forward.
It's called
steering.
It's called boating, all right. It's you don't drive a boat, you boat a boat.
Boat a boat.
Yeah.
And listen, if you know me, you know what I'm doing in a boat. All right, you know. Never mind. Sorry.
If you know me, you know what I'm doing in a boat, right? Drugs.
All right. Really quick, we're gonna take we have one last call. And Crit's been waiting, so I do want to give them a shot here. We're going to take Crit on. Crit, if you're ready, you are live on the stream now.
Hello.
What's up? Thanks for calling in. How are you doing?
Doing okay. Just moved out of my place into my dad's house again.
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
No rent!
Yeah, that's the only good thing about this.
That's the only positive I can think of to be excited about.
Hey, at least your money isn't going to the pocket of a fucking landlord. Think about it like that.
True.
Anybody less deserving of money on this godforsaken earth than a landlord? Tell me right now.
Transphobes.
Hey.
That's true.
That's fair.
That's kind of facts.
If landlords complain about not getting money, guess what? If they complain about money, they should get a real job.
Absolutely.
That's very factual. And you know what else? Landlords don't have rights.
No, they do. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
They shouldn't.
Yes, there we go. They don't deserve rights.
We should take them away.
They don't deserve their rights.
We did take them away, and then the fucking Supreme Court, like, a day ago, gave them back.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about
As somebody who didn't pay their rent due to, the pandemic for a very long time, I have to pay my rent again now, and thank God I have income again.
Well, shit. Well, thanks for calling in, Crit. Glad you're not paying rent to some scum-ass landlord. What's your hot take? Give it to us. How hot is it?
Okay. This may be very, very niche, and I don't know if a single person watches this, but my hot take is about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Go for it.
Any drag racers here? I feel like someone at this table has to have seen it.
I know enough about it.
I am adjacent to dozens of people that watch it.
What's the take?
Yeah, what's the take?
My hot take is that every single New York queen that goes onto that show has the biggest ego and do not have the talent to back it up ever.
Weirdly enough, I can agree with this because this also translates to fighting games. I don't think this is a drag race specific thing. I think this is any competitive activity with mass New Yorkers in it.
Let me.
New Yorkers fucking suck. If we boil the take down to that, people who live in New York suck, and I'm not afraid to say that.
I can't say that all New Yorkers suck. I can't say that a lot of New Yorkers that don't deserve to have egos. I can definitely agree on that.
They love saying, oh God,
They love saying, oh, look at me, I'm going to break my own stream. Look at me, I'm Daniel J. Collette. It's crazy. A New Yorker walked up to me the other day and said that word for word.
New Yorkers really just be like, we live in the greatest city on earth. Okay, who asked? Can you cite your sources? So crazy, I didn't ask.
It is a big apple, though.
It is the biggest
No,
apple.
that's Toronto.
Yeah, they sell apples in Toronto now.
That's the Big Apple.
Yeah,
Toronto's Drakestown.
No, that's
That's where Degrassi happened. Maybe? I actually don't remember. It's Canada.
Why was Drake?
There's two cities in Canada, and it's Toronto.
Is Drake? Drake was in a wheelchair in Degrassi, right?
Yeah, he got shot.
Oh, it's because he got shot?
Spoilers! I was gonna watch that.
I think he got shot while he was in the wheelchair.
My
Any Degrassi heads out there?
Okay, Degrassi.
We have 4 minutes to figure this out.
Do you remember that one advertisement that used the song "Shark in the Water" that one summer that played over and over? Banger advertisement. Never seen this.
Okay, I need to know. Was Drake in the wheelchair? But why was Drake in the wheelchair before he got shot?
I think this was a different generation.
People are disabled.
I consulted my friend, and she says, yes, all caps, some of them, except for Thorgy Thor and Bob.
What?
Thorgy Thor.
What was the question you asked them?
Well, I asked her on RuPaul's Drag Race, do the New York queens have too much ego with nothing to back it up? And she said yes.
All caps.
Some of them, except for Thorgy Thor and Bob, but most of them I think are so overrated. So... we agree.
Okay, I thought it was a Degrassi.
Crit, do you agree on this Thorgy Thor take?
Yeah.
And Bob.
I don't know Thorgy Thor. I do know Bob. I do like Bob the drag queen. I think she's really cool.
Okay, great. So we agree.
Bob the drag queen, the first time you hear it, you're like, why is that a name? And then the second time you hear it, you're like, actually, that's incredible.
That's a great name.
Because when you read out Bob first, I was like, there's a fucking drag queen who goes by Bob. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait, no, that's sick. That's fucking
she's like awesome. A really chill person as well.
It's 1 letter away from boob, all right? It's a perfect name.
Oh my god, now that's Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liz became Bob.
It just becomes
they became Buh. They got both of them.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Liz became BB.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna call Liz BB now.
Because your boobs without the others.
That's really good. Thank you for helping us come up with that one.
Thorgy Thor was on the same season as Bob, so
I guess they weren't there.
I guess.
I can't share anything about this. I don't know shit about this show.
I only started watching Drag Race like 2 seasons ago, so I'm still got a lot to catch up on.
It has a rabid audience.
Gatekeeping what it takes to be a Drag Race fan.
People really like that show.
People fucking love that show.
I have seen All-Star Season 2, which, holy shit, that's an intense season.
RuPaul's Drag Race is like the JoJo's of normal people. Where
Actually, yeah, it's JoJo for normal people.
It's absolutely JoJo,
Holy
including
shit.
the posing and the outfits and the incredible overtones,
and like all the relationships between them, and like just these like large caricatures that they
and everyone's gay.
Yeah,
yes.
And they're all gay. That's actually this makes a lot of sense. Holy shit!
And we're gonna let that marinate.
I'm gonna think about that for a while. Yeah, you helped us come up with that. You can tweet that.
I'm gonna tweet it too.
Part of the process.
Yeah. I'm gonna ratio both of you guys. By the way,
you've never ratioed anyone.
Okay,
Twitter's kind of mad at me right now, so that's fair.
Ratio plus you fell off. I'm just gonna say that. So.
JoJo is Drag Race for weebs.
Yes, that is absolutely the inverse.
I mean, that's how math works.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
You could say that.
Yeah, I know math.
Well, thank you for helping us get to that conclusion, Crit. I think that take it. I don't know if I'd call it. I guess I would call it hot.
Well, I think
it's certainly
hot.
controversial.
I think it's hot, but well supported.
Yeah,
it's hot but well supported. Absolutely.
Mini Kitty in the chat asked, "Didn't I try to ratio Liz by liking my own tweet?" Yes, of course I did. because Liz was being mean to me on Twitter, and so I replied and said ratio, and her tweet had 0 likes, and so I liked my own tweet, and I instantly got the ratio.
I think I saw that, and then I immediately liked Liz's.
I also like
then we out-ratioed you.
I don't think it counts if you like your own tweet.
No, it does count. That's part of the rules.
It's a number.
It's a number.
All you have to do is look at the 0 next to the 1, and I win. That's just how a ratio works.
Yeah, you lost.
I don't know. Someone go back and check.
Yeah, you did. You fell off.
That is the definition of you fell off.
Well,
God, I need to pee right now.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna cut it off there because we are gonna go check in on Liz and make sure she's doing well. But Crit, thanks for calling in. Thanks for your hot take. Hope your move went well, and glad to hear that your money is getting saved and not given to scumfuck landlord.
Instead, it's going to the bank to pay off credit card debt.
Well, hey, now you can afford to do that. Congrats to you for that reason.
Yay.
All right, thanks for calling in, and thanks for always supporting the show. Always appreciate having you on, Crit, and we will catch you next time.
You're welcome.
All right. We're going to end it out there, fellas, because we've got some stuff to do. But thank you all for tuning into the Coffeebreath Show. Appreciate all of you. We'll be live next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. As always, if you're not able to join us live, the VODs do go up on YouTube, !YouTube in the chat. VODs go up there on the main channel every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you aren't able to join us live, you can catch the VODs there. And also we have a Clips channel now. Here it is. You can go ahead and subscribe to that, bit.ly/coffeebreathclips, or the link is also in the description. Go follow us on there, or subscribe to us on there if you aren't already. It really helps us out, trying to grow the YouTube presence a little bit more. So greatly appreciate any support on there. And also one last reminder, the Coffeebreath merch store is open as always. We're doing this temporary Wechred tea. We're going to take that money and, I don't know, help Liz pay her co-pays. I don't even know if she has co-pays. I don't know. I'm not going to say that on stream because I don't know if there's money that she needs. So I'm not going to lie to people and say that money is going to, like, pay for her surgery. But if she doesn't need money for the surgery, we'll give her the money anyway.
If you like Liz's tweets and you buy a shirt, we'll make sure it goes.
We're paying for the tweets.
I will personally Venmo Liz whatever profits we make off of this t-shirt. It's available for the next few days, and that promo code there, RIPLIZ, can be used on anything in the store, including that shirt. And that's good for the next few days as well.
If I'm going to be Myles for today, I do need to say, though, instead of Venmoing, can we put all the tips in a jar and then put the jar on top of, like, a refrigerator and then watch her, like, try to get it?
That's so mean. No, you can't, because she has those platform Crocs now. They make her tall.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah, but if she's...
she's taller than me with those.
Yeah, but is she tall enough to reach the top of a refrigerator?
Wait, before we go, hold on, I forgot to tell you guys this. So, for the chat, Liz bought platform Crocs, both for practicality and for fashion. And, like, you know, Croc sandals, but, like, they have an extra 2 inches on the bottom for no reason.
It's actually 3.5.
Oh, yeah,
that makes her...
She gets
an inch and a half taller than
me.
She gets
close to my height.
She does.
And Kathy and I last night were at the 626 night
Y'all
market.
are still going on, and I need to pee.
I know. let me do this real quick because it's gonna be really funny because Liz is not watching. I assume that Liz is not here anymore, so I'm gonna show this just to you guys in the chat. I did not tell this was coming.
Oh.
I didn't tell Liz that this was coming, but I'm gonna surprise her with it later. She bought these Crocs, right? And we walked by this booth that sells exclusively Croc charms. And I found, I was committed to find the worst thing that I could put on Liz's Crocs. And let me show it to you real quick. Keep the people busy for 10 seconds while I grab it.
Look at Thea. How do I zoom
Let me out!
Look at Thea. Look at him.
Kathy, can you please let me out?
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Oh my god!
Okay. So, next time you see Liz on this stream, she's gonna have this bad boy on her. Oh, I can't even zoom in far enough. Can you hold it up? And I'll zoom in on the I'll zoom in manually on the camera.
Oh my god.
Wait.
I need to pee so bad.
Oh.
Can you read it on the stream?
It needs a little bit more focus.
Oh no.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you can read it. It's in Amogus and it says, "You look a little sus." Anyway.
Show over.
Anyway, that's how I'm ending the show tonight. This show fucking sucks. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Love you guys, and we'll see you. Follow us, because we're live here every Sunday night. Kuba, any other thoughts before we let you go?
I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can and you will die.
Yeah, you won't, pussy.
This is a stress.
Oh god, oh shit!